Hello, I'm Linh Hương from Hanoi and welcome to VTV News. Let's now get you caught up with the headlines. Japan and Vietnam work to optimize official development assistance use. Malaysian cruise ship Superstar Virgo arrived in Ha Long Bay carrying 2,600 foreign passengers. First up, Japan will not suspend its official development assistance or ODA to Vietnam after bribery allegations concerning a Japanese-funded Hanoi urban railway project were reviewed 3 months ago. According to Deputy Director of the Ministry of Planning and Investments Department for Foreign Economic Relations, Nguyễn Xuân Tiến, Japan will approve new ODA projects after Vietnam commits to launching an in-depth investigation and comes up with all possible contingencies plans. The ministry will issue a code of conduct for tenders, a pilot regulation for third-party bidding, and a set of procedures to inspect all ODA contracts. Changes will be made to investment, corporate, and tender laws, which will come into force on July 1st. The Belgium-Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry held a seminar on the legal and commercial impacts of the EC tensions on Tuesday. The seminar focused on the lack of legal basis of China's 9-dash line and the recent developments in the area following China's illicit claims. Attendees agreed that EC tensions are having a seriously negative impact on world trade, and scholars at the seminar appreciated Vietnam's resolution to curb tension and agreed that all related parties needed to avoid unilateral actions that could adversely affect maritime security and international trade. Despite China's provocative activities in Vietnam's waters, fishermen on Lý Sơn Island, part of Quảng Ngãi province, are continuing to head out to the sea and protect the traditional fishing grounds passed from their ancestors.
Nguyễn Lợi is a resident of Lý Sơn Island and has made his fortune working in the waters near the Paracel archipelago, following 3 generations of his family.
I have been working the waters near the Paracel archipelago since 1985. I want to protect local fishermen's lives as well as the country's sovereignty. My ancestors have sacrificed a lot, so I am determined to defend the country's sovereignty over its seas and islands.
These young fishermen are already familiar with the waters near the Paracel Islands. Chinese vessels have made it difficult for them to work at sea, but they are determined to hold on to their fishing grounds near the Paracel archipelago.
My ancestors have never left the sea. The Paracel archipelago belongs to Vietnam, so I will continue to work here to make a living.
The CSB executive ship is responsible for supplying oil and food to fishing boats in the waters near the Paracel archipelago. Vietnamese fishery control ships and marine police vessels are also supporting the Lý Sơn fishermen.
We will support fishermen whenever they have difficulties.
3,000 fishermen out of the 22,000 residents on Lý Sơn Island are continuing to head out to the Paracel archipelago, and they believe their determination will overcome China's illegal actions.
Thai authorities and the Consulate General of Vietnam in Khon Kaen have been working together to deal with the consequences of a traffic accident that claimed the lives of 13 people, including 12 Vietnamese travelers.
2 of the survivors, Nguyễn Thế Anh and Nguyễn Văn Thắng, are being treated at Khon Kaen Provincial Hospital. Officials from the Consulate General of Vietnam have visited the patients, and according to doctors, the patients' conditions have improved.
I have treated this patient from the very beginning, and his condition has improved. Yesterday, the patient lost consciousness, but today we managed to hook him up to a drip, and we will eventually remove the respirator. We have asked Khon Kaen Provincial Hospital to provide the best treatment and support for the patients. We have also moved the bodies of the unfortunate victims to Srinagar Hospital to conduct a DNA analysis to determine their identities.
Ding said the third survivor, Nguyễn Hiếu Minh, has 2 broken legs and is being treated at a local hospital. The Consulate General of Vietnam in Khon Kaen held a meeting on Tuesday with families of the 12 deceased to help them bring their bodies back to Vietnam.
When I heard the news, I was really sad and I didn't know what to do. With support from the consulate and the 2 countries' authorities, I have been able to finish the paperwork to bring Van Ang's body back home.
The General Consulate of Vietnam in Khon Kaen said the victims were from the central provinces of Hà Tĩnh, Nghệ An and Ninh Bình.
On with other news, the Vietnamese embassy in Angola has handed over 23 tons of rice to the southern province of Nam Dinh, which has been severely affected by a prolonged drought. This was the result of a fundraising campaign launched by the embassy and the Vietnamese community in Angola in late last year to support the Angolan victims of the drought, as well as flood victims in central Vietnam and Spratly Islanders. At the handover ceremony, Deputy Governor of Nam Dinh Province thanked the Vietnamese people in Angola for helping the people overcome the aftermath of the drought. He said he believed the aid will contribute to promoting friendship between the 2 countries. The rice, worth around $35,000, will be delivered to victims in drought-hit areas soon.
Exotic Vietnam is an intriguing blend of many charms. This land is where all manner of stunning landscapes await like a visual feast, rivaled only by the beauty of its people and their abundantly rich tradition and culture. Here is where you can relive the past in richest color or live it up in the bright lights of the big city. With so much more to offer, Vietnam is simply unforgettable.
Welcome back to VTV News. The Ministry of Finance has approved a decision to apply a price limit on milk products for children under 6 years old. This new decision will be officially effective for wholesale from June 10th and for retail from June 20th.
Since June the 1st, several dairy brands have lowered prices from 10 to 30%. Customers in Ho Chi Minh City seem to be pleased with the price adjustment on these essential goods.
Even a 5 or 10,000 Vietnam dong reduction for a box of milk powder will make a difference. I have 2 children and both of them can drink up to 1 box per week. This price reduction is going to help my family. I've already bought 2 boxes. The price of a box of milk formula has dropped 30,000 Vietnam dong.
According to shopkeepers in the city, popular milk brands such as Abbott, Matt Johnson, and Friesland Campina Vietnam have dropped prices by up to 30%. For example, the price of a box of Similac Gain Plus IQ is $6.5, cheaper than last month.
I hope the price stabilization program is effective and prices will remain reasonable so that customers can afford these necessities.
Although the new decision would officially take effect on June 20th, many retailers have already reduced prices, triggering a buying spree. We have introduced lower prices for several milk products before the decision takes effect, assist customers. I hope customers will be pleased and enjoy the lower prices. Customers will always want cheaper prices, but hopefully the price stabilization program introduced by the government will go some way to satisfying their needs.
Malaysian cruise ship Superstar Virgo arrived in Guangdong province on Tuesday, carrying 2,600 foreign passengers to Ha Long Bay, one of Vietnam's World Heritage sites. The passengers from Macau, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and other Asian countries departed from Hong Kong on a tour of Vietnam to learn about local life and discover the beauty of region. Welcoming visitors, Deputy Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism Ho Anh Tuấn said that the Vietnamese government always ensures security and safety for foreign travelers to the country. The beach at Nha Trang is filled with hundreds of kites every afternoon. Both locals and tourists are attracted to the scene, and many people say the kites on the beach represent the soul of this peaceful coastal city.
To fly a kite, you need a wide open area and a strong breeze. And in a city like Nha Trang, the beach is the perfect place. The beach here is big and has constant yet gentle breeze. Every afternoon, both local people and tourists come to the beach to enjoy the spectacle.
The kites are beautiful and make my children very excited. I used to fly kites a lot when I was young.
This is the first time I've tried to fly a kite and I really like it. Dung sells kites in many cities and provinces. Nha Trang is its top-selling destination because people here simply love kite flying. The people here are very friendly and they really like kite flying. Unlike in other places, everyone here can try kite flying. There is a spot for everyone and everyone can have fun. Many tourists take the time to capture the beautiful scene of kites flying high on the sky over the Vietnamese Sea. These photos will help to share with the world the life of the people here.
Renowned Russian conductor Alexander Polyanichko will raise the baton at a Tchaikovsky concert performed by the Vietnam National Symphony Orchestra on June 6th and 7th. The concert will take place at the Hanoi Opera House with the participation of renowned Japanese pianist Tamura Hibaki. And Alexander Polyashniko of the Leningrad Philharmonic Orchestra, who also studied with the legendary Professor Ilya Musin at the St. Petersburg Conservatoire. After winning first prize at the Long Thibault International Piano Competition, he has performed in many countries, including France, Germany, Italy, Egypt, and China. And now time for a check on the weather updates. And the weather forecast wraps up our news bulletin at this hour. Thank you very much for being with us. You can go to vtv4.vn for other updates. And for now, goodbye from Hanoi.